This is the Steamroller 2015 number 2 scenario called Two Fronts. There is kill box. You need 5 points to win. You get 1 for dominating your close zone, 1 for controlling the far zone, and 2 for dominating it. You can't do either of those though until you destroy the enemy objective, and if you do so, that's another control point. Hey there, this is Malorian, and this will be a War Machine Battle Report with Sturgis. So this is just my second game with him. I have a list that I've been liking pretty well though, so we're going to try it out once again. And on the other side will be Abby2. Now, Abyssalonia 2 is another new model from my buddy here, and so he's also going to be trying out her for the first time. So these are both casters that both of us think are really cool, and we want to kind of learn more about. Alright, so in this here, I am running Sturgis with a Storm Wall and a Squire. I have the Gun Mages with UA, I have Gorman, I have Catherine Lattimore, and also the full Storm Lances. I have the Black 13th, and I also have the Rangers. On his side, he is running 2 Scythians, a Carnivian, there's a Rake, there is a Naga, there's a Shredder, there is a Forsaken, there is a Shepherd, and then there's 2 Deathstalkers. Now, really, when it comes to this one here, I'm going to be playing this one fairly carefully. He has a pretty good long threat range. I have to make sure he never gets the Conferred Rage off. As well, his little Fortify spell kind of counteracts my feat. So I'm going to have to play it careful, stay back, try for attrition, and then as well, I might have to go for scenario as well. And so this is pretty nice where there's the 2 zones apart so that he can't just really... I mean, if he has one block that all has his Fortify together, I can go for the other zone. Having the building on my side, which is forcing me to kind of split my own forces, isn't really the best. And so what I'm going to do then is have the Gun Mages and Gorman, they're going to try and hold off my own zone. Now, Gorman with Snipe can do some pretty awesome things, and I'm pretty sure I have enough forces on the right side to take care of that zone. Plus, he decided he won initiative and he's going to be going first, so I got to see how he was deploying, and so it kind of looks like the way I think, right? He split his forces, he has 1 heavy going to the right. Well, there's a Seraph there too. I forgot to mention the Seraph. Kind of blends in with the snow there. But, you know, the 2 serious heavies are more so on the left side. So I think this will work, but we're going to have to play it very carefully. Alright, so he gets first turn. He's going to be putting Fortify up onto the Carnivian. He's going to be sharing around some tenacity and fun stuff like that. The Rake, they're hiding behind the objective. That wasn't really needed. I wasn't really sure why he did that. Probably as well so I didn't pull him in. That's actually probably why he put him there. But for the most part, he was being a little bit conservative here, not wanting to get too far up. So on my side, what I do is I don't pull off one off the Squire. I'm going to be putting Snipe onto the Storm Wall and Arcane Shield up onto the Storm Lances, make them a little bit tougher there. I don't want to dedicate up there. I want to try and pick away at them the most I can. So really, all I do this turn is a Storm Wall puts 2 boosted shots into the Scythian. Doesn't do very well for damage. I mean, the first damage it did like 5 or 6, but then after that it was like 2 or 3 damage. So that wasn't the best, but hey, I'm picking away at things. Gorman is far enough up that I can threaten him with Snipe later, or I can be far enough back to not die from the Naga. So again, this is going to be kind of a cagey game, and I'm playing it very carefully. So on his turn, he's going to upkeep that Fortify. The Deathstalkers on the right are going to try and shoot at some Rangers, but with needing 8s to hit, he's not lucky with either of those. Pretty much the Scythian moves back. Both the other Scythian and the Carnivian on the left, they're staying careful. Really, again, this is turning out to be a pretty cagey game. He is having to move a little bit up because of the kill box, and as usual, I didn't plan this, but it always seems to happen where the perfect wall that's there, you can't be behind it without kill boxing yourself. So right now, he has some tenacity spread around again, but yeah, he's playing it pretty safe. So pretty much on my turn, what I want to try and do is try and pick away at him again. I want to blind the Carnivian. I want to kill one or both of the Deathstalkers, and I think I can kill the Rake as well. Because what I can do is I can swap over Snipe to, or not, maybe not, I probably don't even need to swap Snipe onto the Black 13th. I can have Lynch do a fire beacon to his objective, which will also get the Rake, and then all of a sudden I can try and shoot that Rake down. And if it's out of the way, that'll be very, very helpful. So that's what we're going to try and do. So that's what I do. I upkeep both spells to start off there. On the right side, I pretty much do like I say. All the Rangers move up, and one of them gets lucky and shoots down one of the Deathstalkers. Then after that, Lynch goes up, and I do the Fire Beacon. That's going to get the Rake. And then after some shots from the other Black 13th and also from the Stormwall, the Rake goes down. So that's awesome to have him off the board. I did shoot a pod into the far corner there just to help contest the zone. Otherwise, Stormlances cautiously moving into position. I then swapped over Snipe onto Gorman and then moved up to a spot where I wouldn't be killboxing myself. Gorman goes up and blinds the Carnivian, so that makes me feel really good and safe. The gun mages go up and try and shoot the Naga, trying to do some serious damage. Only the front four were in range, and I do a little bit of damage. I think I took out the body, forcing him to do some healing at least. But yeah, not a bad turn. Again, this is going to be kind of an attrition type thing. So a blurry picture, but on his turn, he's going to have a bit of bad luck here. He needs 4s while aiming to hit my Rangers. Rolls a double 1. Then after he comes up with Abby and heals off the aspect, the Naga comes up to boost a shot at Gorman. I believe he needs a boosted 8, and he gets a 7. And with Gorman being there and alive, that is so bad for him, because I can put a pod in the perfect spot and blind him again. And yeah, this is really going to put the game in my favor. So otherwise, he didn't really get much done. Abby did get into a spot where he could be charging up with the one Scythian after a slipstreamed, and so it kind of got into my gun mages, killed a couple of them, engaging another, so causing me some issues there. But overall, I am doing very well. I mean, if Gorman was dead, let's just assume that his dice didn't suck. Basically, what I'd need to do is really decide which way I'm going to go. Either I would have to charge the Stormwall into the Carnivian and hope I can take that thing out when it has Fortify and Spiky Growth on it. And I don't even know if that's 10 inches. That was pretty close. Or I'm just going to have to go for scenario and try and pull in the Scythian, kill it, kill the objective, go for 3 points, and do it that way. But I mean, if he counters, kills the Stormwall, keeps his heavies in the zone, it's just not going to work out well. So that blind was massive. I can't overstate how important him not killing Gorman was. So with that in mind, I kind of actually derp up this turn. So what I do here is I'm going to be upkeeping the Arcane Shield. I'm going to let Snipe drop because I want to get some focus on me. I take one off the Squire for the first time, which I use to upkeep the Arcane Shield. And then basically what I do is the Rangers go up. They're able to shoot down the other Deathstalker. Didn't really get close enough to get to the Scythian. Otherwise, what happens then is the Stormwall has to move up and out of the way. It puts some shots into the Scythian, doing some damage there. I also put a pod over here on the left. Now, that was a little bit of a mistake of what I did. I should have put it right in the middle, but what I kind of wanted to do is not have him closer to me. So I was going to put it there, hoping I could pull all the beasts into a little bundle, but I didn't do that. Otherwise, what happens then is I go up with Sturgis, I pop feet, and first of all, the Seraph is not going to be pulled into range because it's going to be not pulled the right direction. And then as well, even though I pull the right Scythian towards me, because you have to pull everything, I also pull the other Scythian over, which engages Gorman. So that was really, really dumb. I then go and try and fix that, because basically if I don't blind these beasts, it's game over. So to resolve that, I have some gun mages swing around. They do their push shots and push the Scythian off of Gorman, do a little bit of damage to the Seraph as well. Gorman goes up and is able to blind the Naga and the Carnivian, so that's great for me. Then it's really go time for the all the lances, and I go with Catherine Lattimore, and her charge alone, after the 13th go up and shoot up the Scythian some more, actually kills off the Scythian. I mean, I already did some pretty good damage to her, and so that means that all my Storm Lances, all they have to really do was go and kill the objective. Now, I had a choice here when I was on Sturgis's turn, where I could either stay where I was, about an inch further back, an inch and a half, or I could teleport up, so I was towing the zone, and I decided to tow the zone. So, I got 3 points instead of 2 now, and I'm feeling really good. I mean, really, honestly, he's pretty much screwed. I mean, all he really has is blind beasts and beasts that can't really get her done, so he's going to get pretty desperate here. And so what he hopes to do is the Seraph comes over here, slipstreams over Abby. Abby cannot see Sturgis, but he can see this Stormlance, charges over here, and at this point we measure to see if there's reach to Sturgis, and he's out, so he just throws in the towel, because really she can go and kill a lance and teleport away, but it's not going to be enough. She can't get away with 8 inches enough. That's going to keep her safe, and he can't really stop me from winning from scenario. So there you go, a win for Sturgis. What should have been a long and cagey game did get a lot easier for me because of how he had horrendous dice. But yeah, kind of interesting lists on both sides. I really like this Sturgis list. I think one of the things that's a maybe is the Catherine Lattimore. But man, I mean, making all these shots here, especially with the Rangers up there, they're basically Rat 9, POW 14s. And especially when I want to charge up and take up heavies, that's a really big deal to get that extra +2/+2. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Bye.